Alright, you guys, welcome back to the channel. And here's another human optimization, if you will, for intended purposes of this upload. Sometimes people just want you to listen, okay? I bring this up because, especially if you are a male out there, your initial instinct when somebody comes to you and complains or just unloads on you is to come up with solutions and try to be helpful. And a lot of the time, it comes off the wrong way when you offer solutions or try to help, because the person right in front of you just wanted somebody to listen to them without necessarily offering help or advice. And a lot of the times when that happens, and as an individual you jump in with a solution or advice or trying to resolve an issue, you come across as condescending, you come across as being selfish, and making it about you, but most importantly, you come across as somebody that does not pay attention to others, okay? A lot of the time when someone comes to you and is just venting, they just want they just want to be heard, okay? They just want to be heard, and they don't want a value judgment, if you will, and that comes across a lot. You know, if you're just not listening and offering advice or trying to resolve an issue, you come across as judgy. And what that does is, it just frustrates the person venting more, because they just want to be heard, they want to be seen, and they just want to be acknowledged. And that's a lot of the times it's just all people are looking for. They're not necessarily looking for a solution, they just want to be heard, seen, and acknowledged. They want to feel that someone cares. They want to feel that there's someone there for them, okay? They want an opportunity to think through what they're experiencing as a challenge or a difficulty, and possibly resolve it themselves through a brainstorming while they are narrating it to someone else. It's almost as if they're using you as a sounding board, but one that's expected to be silent, okay? Just to be there to listen, see them, and acknowledge them, and just recognize that they're going through something. And I say that again because I'm guilty of making the mistake of always trying to offer a solution or extend a helping hand when someone comes to me and they just want to vent. And like I said, guilty of making the mistake of just trying to rush and help. It's kind of like I want to be there and be the rescuer. And a lot of the times, this person does not need rescuing, okay? They just, like I said, want to be heard, want to be seen, want to be acknowledged. They want a confirmation of their experience, unique experience as an individual, okay? And a lot of the time, you do that by just being quiet. It's very counterintuitive, but that's a lot of the time is what people are really looking for. You'll see this a lot actually in relationships, as a guy and as a gal. And the gal goes to her guy and she's venting. And the guy interrupts, trying to give advice, trying to help, trying to problem solve, because that's what guys do. And the girl gets frustrated because she is just narrating whatever she's going through for the sake of narrating. She's not looking for help. She's not looking for assistance per se. She just wants to talk. She wants to have her narrative be heard and acknowledged. If she wants assistance or help, she would ask for it directly. But in the case of just telling it as it is, she just wants to be heard. And the disconnect here is that the guy assumes that she wants a solution or she wants him to step in to help because she's telling him something that is, let's say, problematic. On the other hand, she does recognize as problematic, but she is just narrating the problematic aspect she's going through, but does not necessarily want assistance or help. She just wants to share the narrative, and that helps her deal with whatever the issue may be later on. And I bring this up in that particular context because this is the most common context I'm aware of at a personal level, but aware of in terms of other relationships that friends, family members have encountered that suffer from the same dilemma, okay? So, a lot of the times, yeah, just people want to vent and want to be heard. That's it. They're not really looking for help or a solution unless they directly ask for it. And yeah, it's a very it's a very weird thing to go through. It takes a bit of training to recognize that. Like, you gotta train yourself to recognize it, and also train yourself to really be a good listener. Because if you were actually a good active listener and paying attention to the other person rather than focusing on what you have to say next, which means you're really not paying attention, you're being self-centered, you would recognize that the person in front of you isn't really looking for your input. They just are looking for you to receive their narrative, to hear them out, and to give them the gift of listening, which in a lot of ways is its own reward and merit for those that are seeking it. So yeah, just food for thought there. The next time somebody vents, maybe just listen. Sit there quietly, listen. Affirm that you're listening to what they're saying by repeating certain aspects of what they're saying, or throwing in a sentence or two to clarify, and don't step in with a solution or to help unless they ask you directly for one. Okay? All right, you guys, that was it for this one. Just another deep thought tidbit if you wish. If you guys enjoyed that, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. And with that said, you guys, as per usual, very much appreciate your time and attention, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.